All right, welcome into the Football and Freedom Show brought to you by the Rebelution Network. I am your host, Longhorn. And of course, if you have not subscribed, followed, shared, rated, reviewed, all the good stuff to the Rebelution Network, you need to do it right now. There's probably a button somewhere right here on YouTube or Rumble. I swear, if I could reach through the screen, I would fucking hit it myself, but I can't. You got to do it for us. And you should do it right now, because if you do, you get this show, the Football and Freedom Show. You get the I Mean It Show with Bo Cephas. You get the Bastards of Babylon that is blowing up all over the internet. And you get FGH, the Football Glory Hole, that will be coming back this fall when football gets rocking and rolling. Now, here on this show, we talk about football and freedom, two of my favorite things. I try to marry them together in a clean, concise little way, and it makes my job much easier when people like Joe Burrow step out and talk about things outside of football. But it's a great opportunity for us to hash it back and forth and, just kind of review what he said. So it's best just to hear it in his words, and then we'll take it from there. So take it away, Mr. Burrow.
With everything that's going on, if you're not going to outlaw everything, you got to at least make it harder to get those crazy guns that everybody's using.
Crazy.
I don't think you should be able to just walk in there and buy one. You got to be able to go through, a rigorous process to be able to buy something like that, I think. So, hopefully the people that get paid to make those decisions figure that out. My job is to play football, but hopefully the politicians can figure that one out.
Yeah, shut up, Joe. It's enough for you. Just kidding. I'm not going to tell him to shut up, play and just play football. I've held the stance long that anybody can talk about anything, but if you do, you're open to criticism. And doesn't matter which side of any issue you're on, you speak up like this, you're open to criticism from one side or the other. Now, obviously, we believe in the Constitution around here. Crazy, I know, but so we're going to take a certain side, and we're going to break it down kind of line for line, or I'm going to, because it's pretty funny and amazing what he actually just said there in that very short little clip. So let's take it phrase by phrase. First off, if you're not going to outlaw everything, is how we started that quote. If you're not going to outlaw everything, I can only assume from that Joe Burrow wants everything outlawed. Because he says, if you're not, which means I would prefer if everything was outlawed, but if you're not, so it begs the question, well, what is everything? Like literally every gun, 9mm. I mean, obviously the AR-15s gone, 9mm gone. I mean, does he want the pellet guns and the BB guns too? I mean, I'm assuming everything, because it's his words. I just played them. It's literally his words. So that's my first little problem with his first line. Then we get to the second part. If you're not going to outlaw everything, you have to at least make it harder to get the crazy guns. Crazy guns. Here's the deal. Of all the stupid shit that he kind of said, I might agree with him on this one. I don't want crazy guns running around. I mean, who wants a crazy gun just going willy-nilly and do whatever the fuck it wants to do? No, we need guns that do their job, do what they're designed to do. Okay. If I've got a gun, it needs to do what I need it to do when I need it to do it. It can't be all fucking Looney Tunes just fucking doing what it wants. So I agree, Joe. We don't need crazy guns. Get rid of them. We need the reliable guns, not the crazy ones. I don't think that's what he meant by it, though. So I don't think I can give him that benefit of the doubt. But hey, Joe, instead of I don't know if Joe's married or not, and I think I can speak freely when I say this. Instead of getting rid of crazy guns, who wants to get rid of the crazy bitches? Crazy bitches or crazy guns? Let me get in the picture. Crazy bitches, crazy guns. Crazy bitches, crazy guns. I think even the women who watch this show are going to be like, those crazy bitches got to go. I'm keeping my 9mm, probably pink. Maybe pink camouflage. They love it. Okay. So the crazy bitches, you're gone. Crazy guns, I don't know what that is. That would have been a good follow-up. That would have been a great follow-up for the sports reporter to say to Joe, like, hey, Joe, what is a crazy gun? What does a crazy gun look like? What does a crazy gun do? So these are all things that we'll just never know, just so we might as well just move on. Next line. I don't think you should be able to just walk in and get one without a rigorous background check. Well, good luck, Joe, because you're in luck. We're all in luck because you can't. You can't just walk in and say, hey, bitches, I'm 18. I'll take my gun now. Just hand it over. Yeah, I got the cash. Just hand it right over. You can't do that. Okay, we got laws against that. There are, some background checks. What I'm assuming by that is that Joe, because he's obviously a gun grabber, he wants rigorous, and I mean red flagged, quote unquote red flagged. Like anybody and everybody that gets a gun that's conservative will be traced forever with this. So that's kind of what I think he means by that. So he's not gonna get what he wants, but we already do have the background checks. And newsflash, criminals and people that shoot other people, they don't care about your stupid laws. You can put all the laws that you want on the books, and the people who shoot people, the bad people that shoot good people, don't care. So another bad point by Super Joe. All right, hopefully the people who get paid to make, this is my favorite, hopefully the people that get paid to make these decisions figure that out. And he went on to say, I'm just a football player. They're the experts, our favorite. Just trust the experts. When has that ever gone wrong? It's always just, when in doubt, trust the experts. Joe, quick question. When has that worked out for us to trust this government, whether it's education? I mean, I don't know if Joe has kids yet. I bet he's not sending them to public school. He's not going to send them to public school. He's going to send them to private school. So I don't think that he trusts the public education. COVID, they botched that all over the place. Just shown their ass to be big frauds. Healthcare, welfare, disaster. Taxes, man, fucking taxes are so super awesome. I love them personally. I every year I run out to my mailbox and I'm like, hey, when's that letter coming in that tells me I owe more taxes every single fucking year? I love it personally. So they are doing a smashing job there. Border control, on and on and on. Like, the government fucking sucks, Joe. Stop looking. Please, government, will you fix it? Stop. That's not how this works. It's not how this country was built, begging the fucking government to fix our problems. Okay, I get it. Emotions are high. Nobody wants to see dead kids. I promise you. Even Republicans don't want to see dead kids. I know it's hard for you to understand, but begging the government to make all these laws that criminals won't follow to fix the problem that could be fixed outside of all these rules is not the solution. Okay, so maybe in Cincinnati, where you play football, or Ohio State or LSU or wherever, maybe make sure every school that you grew up around is shooter proof. This summer, while they're out, go to every school you went to, Joe, and say, hey, is your school shooter proof? Do you have the bulletproof glass? Do you have the single entry? Do you have, everything, whatever they need? If it's not, you write the check. You get it done. And that's how you can pitch in. And by the way, the politicians did figure this out. They did figure this out 250 years ago when they wrote the Constitution and they put in the Second Amendment. And it was for a very specific and purposeful reason that they put it there. And it's so that people like you and people like me can speak freely. And the government can't force us and force themselves upon us without a fight. And how do you fight, Super Joe? You fight with a gun when the other people have guns. So, look, I'm not going to come down hard on Joe. I think he's like 25 years old. He's still got, he's a privileged kid. He's grown up being the super athlete his entire life, he doesn't understand this world. He of course he wants everybody to all the guns to be gone because he will still be protected by armed security and gates around his house, the highest dollar security cameras and all that. So of course he doesn't want you to have your crazy guns. But again, I'm not going to hold it against him very much. He's young. He'll learn. He'll grow up, hopefully. But maybe, and I won't tell him to shut up and play football, but maybe he should just focus on trying to get back to the Super Bowl, which honestly, it's Cincinnati. History says never going to happen again. But who knows? Maybe Super Joe is out there just going to make more history for the Bengals. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Football and Freedom Show. Again, hit the subscribe button. Do it right now so you can get more of this, more of the Bastards of Babylon, more of the I Mean It Show, and coming this fall, FGH making its return to glory, baby. Return to the glory hole, FGH. So that's going to do it. I will see y'all next time. Until then, stay hard, stay hungry, join the revolution. And if you're coming, come on.